The movie 2010, Odyssey 2 is here, the long-awaited sequel to the science fiction classic 2001. Is it fair to compare? Here's Amy Huggins with the answer.
If 2001 A Space Odyssey left you hanging in space wondering what happened up there near Jupiter 16 years ago, wait no longer.
You see, something's going to happen. What? Something wonderful.
2010 Odyssey 2 is here to answer your questions. Whether it's wonderful remains to be seen. Some may argue that this sequel isn't as good as the science fiction classic that launched films into the space age. But that doesn't bother the star, Roy Scheider.
You know, there's a colony of science fiction nerds out there who will pounce upon that. But I think the picture stands on its own. It's possible to have seen 2001 and enjoy this film, and it's possible to have not seen it and still enjoy it.
Well, I welcome any discussion of the two films, but they are quite different in many ways, and yet there are, of course, many similarities.
Arthur C. Clarke is the man who brought both films to life. He wrote the books behind them.
Were you pleased with the outcome?
Oh, more than pleased. Not only delighted, but also very moved. I was crying quite a lot.
Clarke isn't the only original brought back to work on Odyssey 2. Actor Keir, who disappeared as 2001 astronaut David Bowman, returns in the sequel, in several different forms.
There's a better balance, or a different, I shouldn't say better, a different balance between the hardware and the special effects, which are terrific, but they don't overcrowd the film. I think it's a good balance between the human beings and the hardware.
The hardware's back too. Remember Hal?
It's inconsistent with logic.
A sequel to 2001 was inconsistent with Clarke's logic until the mid-70s, when real scientific adventures made him want to continue the fictional space saga he once thought was impossible to write.
One of the key things was the Voyager mission to Jupiter, which showed us for the first time what these fantastic places, the moons of Jupiter, particularly Io and Europa, where most of the action takes place, you know, what weird places they are, and that, you know, was very inspirational.
What you might find inspiring is that this new film is a little more Hollywood and a lot less confusing than its predecessor.
I think foremost the picture is an adventure and a thriller, and it is entertaining. The message comes at the finale. So you don't have to worry about sitting there and wondering whether you're getting the message or not. There's plenty of thrills and action and human involvement to keep you busy and not have to worry about any message.